Okay, we're back.
Way back.
As my roommate Alejandro would say, the New York Yankees.
To the next
'Cause
borough.
he's from Puerto Rico. And
Okay,
why I said
okay.
like
Understandable.
Yankees.
Jacket.
Okay.
Hey, that one's right.
So, they're not on pace for 88 and 74 right now, are they? They're a little
No.
bit
Couple
behind.
games behind.
Couple games behind.
No.
Little 3-game win streak puts them back on.
But they are doing better than what I thought and what most people thought.
Better than what Chris thought.
It's whether they can.
Chris thought
It's whether they can
Chris'
hit.
record like 88 and 91 or something.
Yeah.
Hey, I was including playoff games, you know.
Yeah, you know who only includes playoff wins are like Cubs fans because it's like we have no World Series
we
wins.
could go 81 and 76. Like
If we made the playoffs.
if we win the World Series.
Yeah, it's like Mariners fans too whenever they make it.
Yeah, but they were. What about the? What was that 112 win year? 114.
No, more than that. I think it was like 116 or 117.
Yeah.
Then they lost to the Yankees.
Like.
They beat the Yankees.
No, they lost to them that year.
What, 2000 or 2001?
That was 01. That was Ichiro's first year.
Right.
Then Diamondbacks won that.
Then they won on the.
It's like a weird year. You notice like those early 2000s in all sports, like weird teams won.
Yeah.
Like the Spurs started winning, the Diamondbacks
Pistons.
won. Yeah, the Pistons. Then there was the Buccaneers,
Raiders.
Ravens.
The Raiders.
The Buccaneers.
Raiders.
Yeah.
They were
I
there.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's the curveball.
Raiders. Side note, Raiders need to be good again.
Everybody else is winning.
Then the Marlins won
The
again.
Marlins.
The Marlins are so weird.
They had that roster they had. You look at that now. That's
But they're just
scary.
stupid. They literally traded away the best
Well,
hitter of
right.
a generation
Yeah.
for
I'm sure they regret it. I'm sure
Cameron Maben.
Yeah, well.
The legend, Cameron Mason.
They
Beckett
Bust.
Burnett.
Beckett Burnett.
They had
Mike
Mike Lowell was at
Carl
third.
Pavano.
Luis Castillo.
He should.
He was really good then.
Pierre.
Juan Pierre.
When Dontrell Willis was hitting 15 home runs a year.
He's an analyst on Fox Sports now.
I know. I've seen.
He's a good hitter.
He was.
So was what's his name?
Bumgarner hits bombs every day.
Bumgarner
Just 5 homers.
is the modern day Andy Pettit.
That's
House.
a bold
Well,
statement.
except Andy Pettit never touched a baseball bat in his life.
I'm talking about
Well,
lefty that
postseason.
kills it in the postseason.
Postseason, yeah.
I think
Bumgarner will surpass him in wins.
Yeah.
If the Giants can stay afloat and keep making the playoffs
Yeah.
semi-consistently.
It's crazy because Andy had much better teams.
Yeah.
Much better
better.
teams. The only thing is,
He was
They
the third
won-
starter on the
they
rotation.
won.
He wasn't the number one ever. Bumgarner's
Yeah,
number
because
one.
they
You know
had
he's getting it.
Clemens, Cone.
Yeah, so Pettit was getting the
Then
ball
Andy.
half as much as Bumgarner's getting it.
Yeah.
So that's what Bumgarner will definitely
And
exceed
Bumgarner's
it.
clean. And so are the Giants.
Right.
Except the Giants weren't clean 15 years ago.
You have to
True.
hope the Giants are clean.
The Giants. I can't see anyone
everyone
that's not-
outside of San Francisco.
Considering everyone's
knows
breaking
they
down
won.
and getting hurt, you know, they got guys in this team we've never even heard of, like Kelby Tomlinson, who's actually looking pretty
It's
good.
because they're great at player development.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
They
the
have
same
great
thing with the
scouting.
Cardinals.
Yep.
They know how to develop players. Even the Yankees, when they do develop players, they know how to develop.
When they rarely do it, they
Remember when
do
the
do
Cardinals-
it.
Austin
Astros.
Jackson's the only
You
good
have-
one they've
you have the
traded
rare privilege of
away
being
recently
developed.
that turned out to be good
You know?
that I could think of.
Did we
Well,
cover that?
they
When the
Didn't
Cardinals-
trade him away,
when the
but
Cardinals
it's
hacked the Astros
still-
player base.
Yeah, I
let's-
just
that's-
mentioned
it is a
before.
shame because I thought the Cardinals were like the Spurs, you know, the you know
I
the
hate them.
franchise you
I
look
hate them
at
strictly
and,
because of 06. I hate
Well,
it.
Really?
I hate it.
I'm like kind of a Cardinals fan.
I hate
Oh,
it.
kind of.
Yeah.
I know I
Yeah.
wear a Cardinals
Like, I'll
hat
root for
from
them if
time
they're
to
in the
time,
playoffs
but I
and the
hate
Mets
them.
aren't.
they're a cool team, you know, they're admirable
Which happens more
franchise.
often than
They're the
not.
most. I still think they're the most underrated franchise
Don't be near
in
Martino.
sports.
Cardinals.
Spurs get a lot more talk than they do.
Because of recent actual success, I guess.
Because of Popovich.
They were in the World Series 2 years ago.
But
Duncan.
people care more about the
They
NBA
lost to
than
a team.
MLB, too.
I'm sorry, that Red Sox team is a team of destiny.
Right. There was
Co-
no other
seriously,
choice.
like-
yeah, it's true.
The,
It's true.
But the past 4 seasons, it was 1 World Series win, 3 last place.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Just. it's crazy. It's insane. So, anyways, Yankees.
Back to the Yankees.
They
Where are they gonna end up?
69 and 57.
Yeah, no,
Wild
they
card.
are. I'm trying to think wild
Calling
card.
a wild card.
Well, they're in the wild card right now.
They're in the
winning
lead.
Wild card.
Yeah.
They have the first
I'm
spot.
saying that
Yeah, they have
where
the
they're going to
first
stay,
spot.
I don't think they're going
They
to
played the
All
Twins.
right, you have to break down. You look everywhere else. You look in the AL West. Rangers are in second, correct?
Yeah, it's who they could play.
Rangers,
Right now,
there
are three things. Yeah.
They don't have. The Rangers don't have pitching. Their offense looks fine.
Cole Hamels.
That's one pitcher.
But it's a wild card.
It is a wild card. It is a wild card game.
It's a wild
If they can
card.
get to it, that is a wild card game.
But that's the team they least
The question is,
want to
would they
face.
use
Well,
Cole
actually, not
Hamels?
Angels.
Meh.
Would they use Cole Hamels or
pitchers.
would they pull a Washington Nationals and not use their best pitcher?
That's not the Nationals thing was an innings limit. With you know what I hate the Nationals. They're so like because they got cocky. That's what it was.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
thought, oh, we don't need
I wouldn't-
Strasburg. We're good enough.
Yeah.
And it
I
completely
wouldn't. I
backfired
wouldn't.
on them, and it was hilarious.
I'd be very comfortable playing the Angels in a one-game playoff.
I would too.
Yeah,
Trout is
everybody
kind of
would.
like Kershaw. Trout didn't play that well
Yeah.
at all last
Yeah.
postseason. He did.
Yeah.
He was doing really poor. But then again, it's weird for a hitter.
It's on a less of a scale as a pitcher. You're pitching one time and you get rocked. Everybody remembers that. You go 0 for 4. No one really remembers you going 0 for 4. You know.
Yeah.
The AL Central. The Royals obviously ran away with it.
Yeah,
Tigers. I still do not understand. If you have David Price in your team with Miguel Cabrera soon coming back, why are you trading away your Cespedes? You're trading away
because they gave
the
up.
top pitcher in the AL.
They're trying to get Jonas back after this year.
That's not going to happen. I don't see it happen. I don't see it happening.
Did you see the tweet? One of the Mets reporters tweeted something about Cespedes that was really funny. Like he smokes like a whole pack.
Yeah,
before a game
that
in
was
the
Mike
tunnel.
Puma.
He
Mike
was
Puma
like,
from the Post.
Cespedes
He
is a real
smokes
throwback.
He smoked cigarettes. Yeah,
Loser.
and he was smoking cigarettes like on the field and like running.
He's crazy. He's
Oh
a freak of
please,
nature.
Babe
He's a
Ruth
freak
like
of
he was
nature.
a saint.
Babe Ruth would have like 18
great
hot
guy.
dogs
Every
in the
picture.
dugout.
Well,
He was a
yeah,
great guy.
He's just not as bad as his
You telling me
dad.
Babe Ruth was a great guy?
Yeah.
He peed on his teammates' backs in the shower.
Yeah, as a joke.
Well,
As a
that's
joke.
Okay, no, I could think. I bet there's.
It's not like he couldn't
You ever
control
see
himself.
the Anthony Davis
The guy was
hazing
not a
video?
nice guy.
Yeah. well,
There's no. Babe
I mean, he
Ruth-
wasn't Mickey Mantle.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle is my favorite baseball player.
but-
ever.
yeah, I know. Right?
I love
model,
Mickey Mantle.
Model citizen.
He is a terrible father,
He's a terrible
person,
human being, yeah.
but
but he's a great baseball player.
but he was. I still think he's the most talented baseball player. If you can go out, okay, we'll make it a compare. Like, say he went out to Beachmont, right? Because he
Right.
could. He technically could have back in the day.
He could've.
He technically
Yeah,
could
yeah.
have and gotten back to the Bronx to go play
Yeah.
the Boston Red Sox and hit 2 home runs from each side
with
of
a
the plate.
blown up knee and still patrol center field.
Yeah,
Also-
play it
also
well.
while being
In Monument
5
Park.
beers deep.
Yeah.
What happened?
I said also while being 5 beers deep.
No, more like 12.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
like yeah.
Just
More like having a
completely
12-pack on the
plastered.
train in the cab.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the
But-
story about how Bags thinks he's related to Mickey Mantle?
I don't really want to hear it, to be completely
What do you
honest.
mean you think you're related to Mickey Mantle? It's
If
a
you-
factual
so what he
thing.
says-
If you're related to Mickey Mantle, you know you're related to
What he
Mickey
says
Mantle.
is
I know.
like no,
Because he wouldn't
because
stop
Mickey
saying
Mantle
it.
was such a horrible person and he slept with like so many women.
Oh,
that,
okay.
I think we're
that,
talking
like,
about the current Yankees, huh?
Okay.
his
Oh.
his grandfather was born around the time where that
Shots
like, that whole
fired.
thing was happening and stuff
He
like
doesn't
that.
know his
so
dad.
and he didn't know his dad.
Okay,
stuff like
but
that.
does
Okay.
Joey Bags even resemble
No, not at all.
Mickey
Not
Mantle?
at all.
There's a girl in
That's the whole
Westchester
joke.
whose great grandfather is Joe DiMaggio.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
yeah. The Yankees love Westchester because 2 of them live in my town of Harrison. Girardi and Andy Pettit lived there at one point when his
Yes.
son Josh pitched there. He goes to some school in Connecticut now. He blew out his arm. He went to Baylor originally. Now he goes to like somewhere in Connecticut. He did get drafted by the Yanks.
I was gonna say, one of the pictures on the
Then in
Pirates
20 years
was
there'll be
in
someone claiming
same
they're
town as my
cheaters.
It's going off over here. He's talking about the Pirates and
How about
uncle's house.
okay? What about
Where's your
in
grandmother,
20 years there's
bro?
going to be a ton of people claiming they're A-Rod or Jeter's kid.
yeah, true.
Yeah. well,
Actually, probably
I actually
not
have a funny
Jeter
story
because
about Jeter,
Jeter
too.
just kept to like
Yeah.
supermodels.
Yeah.
A-Rod was probably, you remember the Toronto
Yeah.
professional dancer? They caught him. I remember that. That was funny. That was like pre-HGH.
A-Rod's had it rough,
Yeah.
but he did it to himself, so.
He still
He's
has
turned
it rough.
around, though.
He has turned it around. He's gained a lot of respect back in the clubhouse.
in the clubhouse.
Still
not
has
in
it
the
rough.
Yeah, no,
no,
no.
he's getting some respect back. In
Yeah,
the
only
league.
because he's hitting dingers. That's why.
That's what we pay him to do. So, jeez, I hope he hits dingers.
Yeah, that's what you paid him almost 8 years ago to do. He's
The
still
fact
doing
the fact that he's 40 and can still do it, and is in
the fact that he had a year off helps.
Well,
we'll see.
it helps
next
and
year.
hurts.
I want to see next year.
If he's even alive still, we'll see.
We'll see if his hips
Grant
together.
that-
Dude,
Yeah,
that puts
yeah.
a clock over his head.
threat.
Not at all. If he's still playing.
Now we know. Now we know who to look to if anything
He
happens.
won on that title aside from the great starting pitching in 09.
We also have to remember his other, 05, 06 debacles where you can win MVP.
Doesn't
and then
matter. It just
get
he
3
won.
hits in the playoffs.
He won on that one World Series. It's better than most. Go ask Cubs and Nationals
Well,
fans.
that's true.
Nationals. Oh.
I don't
You
understand
know
why
what I don't
Washington.
get? You ever see those articles that are like worst franchises in sports, and they're like New York Mets
Yeah,
#1.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
how the Nationals have won nothing ever,
You know what pisses me off is that
ever, but somehow they're better.
is that Washington already had a baseball team. They already had a chance. They were the Washington Generals before the Expos. Were
They're the
Expos.
saddest sports city.
And they got
Besides
it got
Cleveland.
taken away from them. I don't
Yeah,
know why
no,
they
Cleveland-
they got
Besides
back.
It's just-
Cleveland.
It's like Washington's bad, but Cleveland is just so
At
bad.
least the Redskins
Like
had
the
amazing
Redskins.
teams.
We don't know how they call it the Redskins. Like
The Redskins
stop.
had amazing teams in the late 80s.
Like
and
stop.
the
It's
90s.
not offensive being the Redskins. It's just not. It's just not. Like
Yeah.
how many
Well,
Native
just-
Americans actually care?
We'll tear away from this.
Yeah.
You could
it's,
you could discuss this with
Oh,
Mr.
man.
William Maloney one day if you would like to.
I saw him yesterday.
I saw him yesterday too.
I kind of avoided him.
He still goes here.
Bill the Will
I saw
Maloney.
him actually. Fun.
he still
little
goes here?
Fun
Yeah, he
fact.
still goes here.
I
Fun
assumed he would've
fact
transferred
for
at
you
that
for the
point.
day. I saw
Right.
A-Rod's 2000th hit. I was at that game.
3,000 hit?
Yep, I was at that game.
That was a home run, right?
Yep, right center. I was
Same
at that
as-
game, and
Same as his ex-boyfriend Derek.
right.
They used to be so close.
They used to be. That was a
And
that was a
Nomar.
cool
And
time.
Nomar.
Breaking
And Nomar.
news: Real Madrid prepping final offer David De Gea, 25 million.
What else is new?
Breaking news.
You
So-
know where that money came from? The banks, because they take out loans to buy players.
Oh yeah, because it's Real
I
Madrid.
Well,
No,
isn't that the way
back
to
to my,
do
Back
it?
to my fun story. I was actually waiting outside for two of
Sorry.
my friends to get off the train, and I saw Bill, and we had a long
Conversation?
Conversation.
I was hoping you were gonna say that and not stare, just like a long stare.
I don't know how he found me at Yankee Stadium with 55,000 people, but he did.
He's trying to see.
He was looking specifically for
Bill
you.
has an Iona radar that tracks any gale within a certain cubic feet.
It's like 15 miles.
He shuts it off when he's at school because he has no use for it.
Yeah.
So, Yankees.
So what is
Thanks
it?
for getting us back
Are
on
they
topic.
coming
Yeah.
back? Are they coming back to win this division? Yes or no, Matt?
I gotta say, yeah, just as the Yankee fan, but
That's fine.
realistically,
That's
I think they'll take the first wild card spot.
Yeah. that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think.
saying.
I think the Angels will, continue to.
Who do they play?
crumble
They
a
would
little
have
bit.
to play Kansas City if they won that,
Yeah,
right?
that's.
Oh, God. I'd rather not play them.
I would also rather not.
And
I'm
I
not
don't know.
even a
And they have
Yankees
that. What is their record against the Astros this year?
Not good.
I know they lost these past 2 games.
How
How did they do when they went there, or had they even gone there?
Actually, they won. I believe they won 2 out of 3 when they went there.
They lost the finale
Let me.
against Houston.
Yeah.
that was
Didn't Mark Teixeira has 30
Yeah.
home
Yeah, it
runs?
was.
Yes, he
Didi
has.
homered in the end, but they still
And he
lost.
hasn't played the last 8 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's see.
All right.
I feel like 14 soccer updates on my phone in a row.
They just need to start hitting effectively, and hopefully they go on a good streak.
They
They're just really
actually
streaky.
won- they split when they went. They had a 4-game series in Houston.
They split,
Yeah.
and
So
then they
they're-
got swept, or they
No, they went.
They
They
lost
lost,
2 or 3.
2 or 3. So they're
4 and 3.
yeah, but the
they're
losses
3 and 4
losses have
against
been
You lost twice.
Only 4 runs
Yeah,
in
but
3
they
games.
they got smacked the other night.
yeah.
Right.
That was Brendan
They got
Ryan
destroyed.
pitched. That's,
They just can't hit.
At least we know
I
Brendan
mean,
Ryan.
it happens. It happens. The
Oh, it
Mets.
happens to everybody.
The Mets split with the Dodgers.
If it doesn't happen,
Actually,
I'd
no,
be
they-
more
but
concerned.
They won
It's a
the
reality
series
check.
against the Dodgers this year. They won 4
Yes,
of
they
3.
did. Yes, they did.
They won 4 of 3, huh?
Wow.
4 and 3. They won 4 and 3. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
had to
like-
we just
they
had to
went-
get you
Not
in
like
on
Chris
one of
over
those.
here. Yeah, you're gonna go 161 and 97 in the next 4 years,
Not including playoff games.
not including games on May 10th.
All right. We're gonna go to a quick break. We're gonna give a 5-minute break. We've been going on these past 2 segments. So really quick, Yankees. You think they're gonna?
I think they're
definitely going to the playoffs. But
I think I think they're gonna win the
Division,
division.
yes,
I think they'll
division.
Wild card.
Blue Jays are gonna have a substantial
card.
injury
I think.
from someone named Edwin
Wild
Encarnacion.
card, and they're gonna play the Rangers.
Yeah, the offense is. That doesn't matter. The offense is still good enough. I think. Blue Jays. I think it's just they're rejuvenated with those.
Marcus
huge
Stroman's
additions.
coming back also, so
ACL.
I
He's
can't
not.
see- I
Yeah,
can't
but he's
see
coming
the
back
Blue Jays
next
not
year.
taking
no, he's coming back.
He's really.
He's ahead of schedule.
really-
They said he'll be back about 2 weeks before the playoffs start. So that's a
Jeez.
Yeah, but doesn't he have to
huge
go?
improvement.
Oh wait, no. There's no minor leagues to go rehab in. His minor leagues are pretty much done.
Yep.
All right.
so.
Well, we're gonna go to a quick break. We'll be back in 5.